Well, good afternoon. It's another Friday. I'm Dave, as you all know. Um, I kind of felt like shit all day today, so I didn't go to work. But I've been sitting around, and I've been scouring the internet, looking around at a few things, and I'm not going to make this my normal video. Actually, we're probably not going to have any laughs today at all because it's been a pretty serious couple of weeks. So, just some things I want to talk about. My wife told me last night I should do a video in light of everything that's going on, and I started out, I've told several people this. I started out doing my videos to, make my friends laugh on Friday, send them into the weekend with a smile on their face, give them something to laugh about. Um, After a while, it just got so hard to find something to laugh about. I just started sounding like a cranky old bastard, and I didn't think that was a good look on me, so I kind of stopped doing them. So anyway, it's kind of no secret that in my life, I have had to rebuild it several times from scratch. Um, a lot of it my fault, a lot of it not. Most of it from choosing to put the wrong people in my path or, next to me behind, but not choosing to put the right people behind me, I guess. Mostly my fault, I spent 2 decades doing the sex, drugs, and rock and roll full tilt as hard as I could go. And um, a marriage went behind me on that one, which that was the right choice to make. I had to move on. So, but anyway, it's about making choices, and the things that you choose to do, you can do, and or you can at least try to do. And then sometimes the universe drops some shit on you that you didn't see coming, and it's not really your fault, but as they say, shit happens. So, I've had several discussions with people about, my issues with the big guy and, letting things happen to people that are good people. I mean, some of the best people I know have had tragedies drop on them that more recently, actually, than you think, that they didn't really deserve, and they pushed through with a strength that I'm not sure I possess. I mean, back in the day, like after my grandfather died, I went kind of full tilt for a while. And, I've lost my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, a son, and, a lot of people in my life. And I still have my mom left, which is good because she's always kind of been that voice that when I was standing next to the edge looking off in the dark, she's always been that voice that tapped me on the shoulder, kept me out of trouble. So I can't help but wonder what would happen to me personally if I went to bed one night and woke up in the morning and everything was gone. I mean, everything. The people you love, the things that you worked hard for, your home, your pets, your everything gone overnight. Nothing you could do, you know, death from above, basically. And so it kind of really has affected me watching the tragedies that these people have had fall on them and they're trying to fight through them with no help, and in the American spirit a lot of people have rallied up and they've gone to help, and in some cases they've been turned back by our government because who the fuck knows why. It's wrong no matter what their goddamn reason is, but when people show up to help, they should be able to help. There was a guy pulling people off the mountain with a helicopter and they threatened to arrest him because he didn't have the proper training. You know what? If my family's drowning, I don't give a shit whether you're trained or not. If you can fly that bird in and snatch us out of death's jaws, you go right ahead. I will back you 100%. So, I mean, I 2 weeks ago on Thursday, I had a really shit day at work that left me trying to decide what I want to do with the rest of my life. And then I came home that night and found out a friend of mine was going through some shit for the third time with his kids that, I'm not sure that I would be strong enough to push through. And, God bless them for being able to do that. But some of these people, I don't know how you come back from that. I mean, there's a picture of a little girl that everybody says is AI, which we'll get into that in a second. It's a little girl. She's probably 3, and she's holding a puppy, and she's wet, and she's in a boat, and she's crying, she's lost. And all these people coming on and saying, well, it's AI. Who the fuck gives a shit if it's AI? You think this isn't happening? I've heard stories of little children running around naked in the woods and the mountains and shit because they lost their family and they don't know where to go. They don't know where they are. 6, 7 days without water and food. And then FEMA has the balls to stop people. They have the balls to confiscate the money that has been donated to help these people and put it on some goddamn fund for future bullshit. And their future bullshit is probably going to be giving more fucking money to the migrants that are coming in, because that's where FEMA's money all went. They say, oh, we don't have any more money. Well, you used it all for your generated goddamn migrant crisis that is the government's fault. And trust me, this is not political. This isn't right or left. This isn't Democrat or Republican. This is bullshit is what it is. All of them are guilty. Every goddamn one of them is guilty. These people should not be begging for help. We just sent $8 billion fucking dollars to Ukraine, and then they're saying that these people get $750. Oh, and here's the good part. You'll love this. This is the part that made me just fucking enraged. Okay, you have to apply. Kamala came, oh, we're going to save you. Here's your $750, even though you lost every fucking stick you own. But you have to apply for the $750. So I guess you just go online and, oh, fuck, wait. My computer's in the fucking Gulf of Mexico somewhere. A river took it, along with the house that it was in, and the electric lines that it was hooked up to, and the internet that it was hooked up to. Where exactly, no cell phone service, where exactly are these people supposed to go and apply for this slap in the fucking nuts $750? Are you serious right now? Come on. We can do better than that as a country. Katrina, they're kicking down doors, confiscating weapons. Yeah, that's goddamn important. It never fails. Ronald Reagan said one time, the scariest words there were was, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. And that's probably true. Because right now, if the government just got the hell out of the way, there's people that were willing to go down there and help. There's convoys of trucks that fix power lines and shit. Those boys are headed down there to help. And there's militias forming right now that are going to make sure that that help gets through by any means necessary. And if the government stands in the fucking way, they're just going to run them the fuck over and go take care of business and save people and do what they got to do. The other thing too, your $750, Kamala, are they going to eat that fucking check? Maybe they could roll that son of a bitch up and fucking eat it like a snack. The grocery stores are empty. There isn't any goddamn food. There's no electricity, there's no water, there's none of that shit, except for what the people with the goodness of their hearts have brought in. They're even saying that if you're going to donate money, make sure you donate it to the churches and stuff in those areas, because if you donate it to the government or to FEMA, they're going to put it somewhere else. And you got piece of shit illegals running around slashing the tires on the trucks. Why? Because, you're supposed to pay a toll to park at the truck stop now because we're little wannabe terrorists. Fuck you. I'm so sick of this crap. And then the rumors coming out that, they're going to let them all burn because, or let them all drown or whatever, that just leave them alone, because those states were projected to go red in the election. How fucking pathetic is that? You know what? Here's the difference between me and some of them, okay? I don't give a crap. If your kid's in trouble out in the street right now, I don't care. I see a kid in trouble, I will stop. I will help. I will do what I got to do. If your little kid is getting beat up by a bigger kid, I'm probably going to put a stop to that shit. I don't give a fuck who your parents voted for. I don't give a crap who you vote for. It's about doing the right thing. And it doesn't make any difference whether you're a Republican or Democrat. The MAGA people will go in there and they'll help everybody. They don't give a shit. And I'm sure that most of the other side, that they don't care either. They will help because we're Americans and we need to pull together at some point. We had a president here a while back, and it sure as fuck wasn't Donald Trump, that ripped this country in half. And it needs to get back together. When 9/11 happened, we were all together for a little while. And then, the big war machine kicked in, all that bullshit started, we were right back to square fucking one. Every time. When is the bullshit going to stop? When are we going to rally behind somebody that actually gives a shit? I don't give a fuck how you feel about Donald Trump. He donated $25 million of his own goddamn money. He called, not fucking Joe Biden's dumbass. He called Elon, and Elon sent the Starlink things down there so that these people could communicate and figure out where they were, where their family were, that are actually trying to help. There's not a bunch of goddamn bureaucracy in the way. So our government needs to our government as a whole, as I said, both sides need to get the fuck out of the way and let us help those people. You know, I don't have a lot, but I'd be willing to send a church some money down there to help some people. You know, I'm 61 years old. I can't exactly go down there and drag branches out of roads and, you know, shovel dirt and shit. I can't exactly do that at this point in my life. I'd like to think when I was younger, if I wasn't too busy, I would have. You know, of course, like I said, it was kind of nuts back then. But, you know, it just seems like we need to get together and do the right thing. You know, forget about any other bullshit that's going on in your life. These people have literally lost everyone and everything. And then I got to hear a bunch of political bullshit online about how, oh, well, you know, and there's even people that are like, well, it serves them right if they like Trump. You know, I mean, what the fuck? What is wrong with you people? You know, I don't give a shit. But I don't care who you support. Do the right thing for once. I mean, everybody needs to pull together on this. Thanks. I'm out.